the reason they say what we do it is treason. God body, God army, God nation, my oblation, broken spirit, consecration, kings and priests, shining brighter than the constellation. Nukes to the north, yeah, that's abomination. For all the lies and the blasphemy, slay the dragon, hunt down the demons. Vagabond getting judgment, all looking at the judges.
Yo, Israel the prince of the power. I came with an army, 144,000. We move like a unit, like Nike, just do it in here. Them lions come to devour, and no weapon form gon' prosper. And we in the building like lava. Shout out to Deacon, can't tolerate treason.
All right.
No, come to my city, better check in.
Test. We back. Here we go. Oh, praises.
Yeah.
Hey. We back here. Hey, the song that y'all heard was what's the name of the song again by Sons of Thunder?
The name of the song is Calvary.
Yeah.
Slow. The name of the song is Calvary. That's from Sons of Thunder's new album soundtrack to the End of the World.
Fire, more fire. And we back once again here at Oh My God. I'm Officer Abraham, and to my right,
Officer Ibnai. To his right. Officer Ibnaya.
To the left.
Officer Peliah.
And far left.
Brother Joshua.
Yeah, that's right there. All praises.
That's right. Gadite Jesus right there. Let's
yes,
go.
sir.
And this is if you put it back to me.
Oh my God. Radio show.
We starting off on a good foot, huh? There you go. We let the applause out. The people liked it.
Hey, let's do it again, cause you hey, he started it over here, and then he's like, oh my God, then switch it. Nah, come on. This is the
Armor God Radio Show.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And now it's official.
Now we're here. Yeah, and our quote that we always like to tell you is, what's the purpose of this show, my brother?
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ready? Giving the visual perspective behind the spiritual objective.
That's right.
At the AOG.
Where the bombs at?
Yeah.
Hey, this brother's on the show.
He ready?
I promise you. I was like, yo, that's a soundbite? Yeah. I was like, where the bombs at?
It is
That's a
now.
good. Hey, we gotta make that. We gotta make that a soundbite.
Yeah, I thought that was a soundbite.
Hey, it feel good being on the other side, huh?
Yeah.
It sure do.
Yeah. Now that is a soundbite. Where the bombs at? Give me Ephesians. Let's get rolling.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against the tricks of the devil. Right. That's the reason why we have the Armor of God show, because one of the biggest ways that he can trick you is through his media.
Right.
That's the biggest way that he can trick. That is how back during the 80s, they didn't accept the whole LGBTQ. They was like a man in a dress, a woman in pants. Let me go back to the 60s. Let's go back in the 60s. Where they was like, nah, that's not to be heard of.
Right.
TV got rolling. Now everybody accepts it.
Right.
So this topic, this niche that we have right here is special because we're attacking the very thing that they're using to deceive your brain.
That's right.
That's right.
Read that. Come on.
Ephesians or
Yeah,
Revelation?
Ephesians. Let's go.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Put on the whole armor of God,
Read.
that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Give me Revelation 12:15.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 15.
Come on.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
After the woman, that's us. Go ahead.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
They might cause her to be tricked and carried away from the lies and the philosophies that's pushed out on his media.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. And the earth helped the woman.
But the earth, the Bible, helped us. Go ahead.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood.
Go ahead.
And swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
One more scripture, Revelation 18:23. I like this one as a third one. I'm starting to like this one along with those two that we always pull. I'm starting to like this one.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 23.
Go ahead.
And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
Because we put on the armor and the earth helped the woman. Now the light of the candle for this place is going to be destroyed once we fully come back to that armor. Go ahead.
Right.
And the voice of of the bridegroom,
Uh-huh.
and all of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
And of the bride it shall be no more heard at all in thee. That's no more rejoicing in America. That's finished. Go ahead.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
Read it.
For by the sorceries,
For by thy sorceries, your tricks, that water that came out the dragon's mouth, go ahead,
were all nations deceived.
even us. So, that being said, we have a quick little thing before we continue on, but just know this is part 2.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Planet of the Apes or Planet
Planet
of
Of the gods. All praises.
So
let's go.
Let's get it in. Real quick, we're gonna go. We want to hit one of our opening spots. You had an article or a video that you wanted them to see.
Yes, sir.
We gotta get that for them.
Hey, it's 30-minute breakdown. Let's pull it in.
Real deal on fentanyl.
You should get it.
I want y'all to see that. I want y'all to see this, man. Pay attention to how they're trying to deceive the minds of the youth today. The things that there was it, Job 14:4. They're making the unclean thing clean. Watch this. First, they popularized.
By the way,
selling
y'all like our
drugs.
new little graphic? Y'all see that thing? Y'all like that thing right
Yes,
there? Make,
sir.
Fancy.
make it look like we in the movie theater, right?
I didn't even see that. This is my first time seeing this.
Hey, yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
fire.
I seen it. The
Who did
AOG,
this?
the
That's
AOG
fire.
is supposed to be at the bottom. If y'all had the it was like 3D letters, but it's okay.
Who did this? Harim?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Pretty
Brother,
sure.
you all right, man.
Yeah,
You all right.
Yeah, I saw this thing yesterday. I was like, yeah, that's fire. So that's our new little graphic. Ha. Come on.
We upgraded. Ah, dang, we got a budget. Volume. Right, so fentanyl is killing us. It took thousands of friends last year. Why aren't we learning about it? Fentanyl is a powerful opioid, 50 times stronger than heroin. You can keep playing. It's being now pause right there. It's being illegally mixed with drugs and made into fake pills. So, it's talking now. The drugs it's talking about though. Let's see. Read. So it's teaching about the dangers of fentanyl and what happens. We don't need to be lectured. We need real talk from people who know.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today.
Substitute dealers. Lessons taught by lessons taught by ex-dealers about one lethal drug. Now, are they going to tell the kids? Are they telling the kids don't do drugs? Let's find out. Read. Play.
I did 18 and a half years in prison for selling drugs. So everyone put on your gloves. Please place it under the microscope. Can you see anything different as a pill? No. No.
Hold on, pause. You can't see, smell, or taste if a drug contains fentanyl. I have a question. Do children go buy prescription drugs? Do children purchase prescription drugs?
Hell no.
So what pills are they teaching these kids to check out? Hey, when you buy your Xanax bars from your drug dealer, make sure you know how to examine it to make sure there's not fentanyl in there. When you buy your Percocet from your drug dealer, make sure you know how to examine it to make sure there's not fentanyl in there.
Molly.
When you buy your Molly from your drug dealer, make sure you know how to examine it to know there's not fentanyl in there. Play on.
2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. Now, a lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Fentanyl is being mixed into everything now. I used to be a drug dealer. There's only one thing that will save somebody's life. That is naloxone nasal spray.
So keep that on you when you buy
I
your
used to
weed.
deal drugs when I was in school. Fentanyl, it's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
Why would drug dealers put a lethal dose of fentanyl in drugs if they know it's so harmful?
Really just all about the money.
You see that? So when you kids buy your illegal, that's enough right there. But the campaign is to, it might be play a little more, but the campaign is, I'm going to show you children how to safely purchase your weed, how to safely purchase your pills, so you can get high but go home. That's it's crazy.
It almost also looks like prevention at the same time. It looks like it, but the same thing is they bring in ex-drug dealers in there similar. You know, this reminds me of something. You found that? Hey, pull that new thing up Ibnaya sent y'all. Let me tell y'all what this reminds me of. It's on 30-minute breakdown, so yeah. It's like 4 minutes. Yeah. So go. This reminds me of this. You downloading it? Okay. Yeah. This reminds me of a skit that somebody funny did one time.
Hey, so you know what it reminded me of? Mm-hmm. It reminded me of they treating it almost as if they used to treat sex education where they would pass out condoms.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you not to have sex.
That's why I said.
You know what I'm saying? They just gave you, hey, if you're going to be a hoe, do it with protection.
Yeah, that's why I said it almost looks like prevention.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But there's like, oh, well, nasal spray can stop it. So if you come across somebody that got it, then boom. But hey, if you took it, because it's like this. All right, let's say you did take a drug and then it had it in there. This is how you can get it out your system. So they showed you some of that stuff. This is how you can get the fentanyl out your system.
Right.
But they didn't say not to buy drugs. They just said the fentanyl is in other drugs that you might have purchased. They didn't say this is how you this is how you stop it all together. No.
These drugs are okay.
These drugs right here. These drugs right here that you purchase might contain fentanyl. This is how you get the fentanyl out your system. But what about the crack?
Right. Don't just pop it in your mouth. Just make sure it's the right drug before you do it.
What about the cocaine? What about, So anyways, this is what it reminds me of. Pull it up. Play that. From Comedy Central.
He's been away for a while, but he's back around. Y'all tell anybody I'll kill you! I'll kill you! He's back in town. Peanut butter and crap. He's having back in the joint. Look out, crack! Here I come!
You got the drug use. We skip that.
Tyrone visits a local middle school
we good.
to promote drug awareness.
We have a very special surprise
look at
today. Let's hear it for
Drug
Tyrone
Awareness Day.
Biggums.
For Tyrone Biggums.
Wow.
That ain't what Barry used to look like in my school.
Hey.
Thank you very much, teacher. It is truly an honor and a privilege for me to be here at Pinehurst School.
This reminds
what
you showed reminds me of this.
Today.
A damn joke.
I say it's a privilege because it's a violation of my parole to be around children. But enough about that.
Because he just got out of prison.
Wow, right.
Boys and little girls.
That's who they targeting. Hey, pause real quick. And these type of seminars will happen just like how those transgender readers can come to your school without parents' consent.
Yep.
You wouldn't even know this happened at your school. Your kid wasn't even thinking about drugs.
You don't find that suspicious?
And now all of a sudden they know how to get it, where to get it from.
And how to prevent themselves from dying if they smoke it or do it.
Right, and who in their class does do it. Oh, okay, I know who to talk to.
Trying to figure out why all your kids got an interest in science now.
Right.
They just trying to figure out if they got the right pills.
They probably know how to make fentanyl. Hell.
Hey, go ahead. A little bit more.
Y'all are looking at a dead man. I should not be in front of you today. Drugs and alcohol have ruined my life. I started doing drugs when I was little, just like you, fella. Me and my friends would go home and smoke marijuana after school. Can you say marijuana?
Marijuana.
See that?
I was smoking. Sometimes dipping in embalming fluid. And me and my friends would laugh and giggle and eat all the cookies.
The recipe.
Terrible.
I can definitely say he was the absolute worst anti-drug speaker in the history of drugs.
Then I upgraded to a little drug called acid.
See, look, then it progresses. It upgraded, it progresses. This way, I'm telling you, when it goes to this point, no, play it. Just keep playing. When it gets to this point, that's how you know that the country's a joke. The education system is a joke.
Came to my room and ate cookies with me, the same songs for 16 hours. God damn! Talking about
Talking about how good the experience was.
Yeah.
I felt so good. We had a great time. We was singing, we was dancing.
Like this.
Just don't do fentanyl.
Just don't do fentanyl. Because it ruined my life, like he said.
He basically tell them where and how to buy the stuff.
See?
Wow.
See?
Right.
That's why I wanted to keep going.
When she's sleeping, and take $5, $10, maybe $20 out of purse, run on down to 3rd Street, catch the D bus downtown, and meet a Latin American fellow named Martinez. We know that.
Look.
Martinez stuff is.
Hey, hold on. Go back to the boy. Go back to the boy.
You said he zeroed in on the black one, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right.
Hey, and just so y'all know, they do those things in inner city schools. They're not doing that at private schools. They're not doing that at Christian academies. They're doing that where our people are.
Right.
Now watch it. I want you to pause on the notes.
Martinez, we know that.
So wait till he gets the notes. Go to where he gets the notes. Pause. He did not have anything in there about don't take drugs, don't do drugs. Avoid drugs, they bad for you. I'm gonna end up like this crackhead in front of me. All those kids is getting from that is crack, pot, dime bag, reefer. I need money to get it. Racks, Martinez is the guy.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Niggardry at work.
Go ahead.
Stuff is the bomb. Kids, drugs is all around you.
The teacher let him stay too.
How will I know when drugs is around? You might be asking. Well, I tell you. You with them magic markers, what you think they is? Some kind of crayon? No, take that cap off and sniff it.
Look at that.
These little ones are 10 and 11 years old.
You!
Is she trying to play innocent
You know what dog
afterwards?
food tastes like?
A real teacher would have shut that down.
It tastes just like it smells. Delicious. I'm saying.
Nah, you can pause.
That's crazy.
That's enough.
Hey, can I get a scripture real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, let me get Psalm 64 in verse 4 actually. So this is what Esau is doing, and they sending people that look just like you, people that kids think is cool. Oh, he a drug dealer out of prison. I used to sling rock kids. I used to. He's sending them, and then they're encouraging these kids. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
So this is a plot. And a lot of times your parents will not even know about it because a grown man and a grown woman will know better. Oh, why in the hell are you teaching my kids about popping pills and fentanyl? They in the 4th grade. Read.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Because they don't care because they got the power of the government behind them. It's like, hey, either you going to pull your kid out of school or you going to have to do what we bring forth in our public school system. Read.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily.
Read.
They say, who shall see them?
Say, who shall see them? It's privily because it's the purpose of it is under the guise of drug prevention, like the officer said. But the purpose of it is to push children toward drugs. Like, hey, we're saying don't do this. It's a red herring. Fentanyl is the red herring, but the agenda is I want you to do Molly, Xanax, Percocet, weed, those other things that'll also ruin your life just a little slower. Right?
They search out iniquities.
What they do? What things do kids like? Who can we get? How can we influence the children? Read.
They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
They thinking 10, 15 years ahead.
Yep.
This is the next generation. We can destroy them now. We can further destroy their nation.
Right. Say,
Crazy.
Hold on, wait. Go to Proverbs 22 and 24. And then get the next thing ready. I want the picture of a teacher.
The book of
epidemic going on. But go ahead, watch this. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man.
Read.
And with a furious man thou shalt not go.
So everybody, how do you pull in this scripture? We tried to assimilate into a society from an angry man that was he was tyrannical towards us. That man is considered an angry man, a mad man. That system that we trust in, we made friendship with that, and then what our kids go inside of that to learn from them. Right? Well, watch this. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 25. Lest thou learn his ways.
Lest thou what?
Lest thou learn his ways.
Lest thou learn his ways and what?
And get a snare to thy soul.
Read.
Be not thou one of them to strike them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for depths.
So really 25 was what I wanted then. Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. So you wind up making a friendship with this angry man or trusting in that angry man system. And then now you befriending in what you're not supposed to do, wind up making it a snare to yourself.
Right.
Here's a good example. Public school is failing horribly. Teachers nowadays, they dress in a way that is very promiscuous. And I remember growing up, I'm not saying like, it's not like the teachers they wore pants, right? Okay. But they ain't dressing like they're doing now. It's like they're trying to go to the club.
There was a decorum you had to have.
Yeah, it was a certain level of, because pants is immodest either way, but according to God, Deuteronomy 22:5, but there was at least, it was a bit cleaner than it is now, because
You couldn't come to work dressed like that.
Yeah, now the way that it is like freakum dresses.
Right.
Like extremely skin tight. Give me my thumbnail.
And your teachers got TikToks and the kids.
And they making videos.
They making
about
videos.
It. You think my kids was looking at me with my outfit on? Like really asking that question, bro? Yeah.
I got something for y'all.
Can I say something? Like in my English class, right? There's this teacher, her name is Miss Barker, and she'll wear these tight pants, and then she'll pull up, like, you know how sisters, they pull their pants up, to make them show everything, right? And she'll literally stand there in front of you and, like, help the person.
Put the thumbnail back up.
And help the person that's trying to, like, do their work, but she'll actually, like, pull her pants up right in front of you, so there's, like, nothing you can do about it, basically.
Right. So,
wow.
So, see, even that, because they had some suspect stuff that I saw when I was in school.
Right.
Teachers whom I knew that did some suspect things.
It's very common.
Very, very, very common.
Right.
Very
what
common.
do you think?
Hey, so this thing right here, right, that y'all looking at, this is a show that's on Hulu called A Teacher. I don't recommend everybody watch it because there are sex scenes in it. But this is about the predatory things, because you usually see what a man does to the woman. You never really see the opposite side about what an older woman can do to a young man. Never. You never see it. This show shows that, right? Okay, interesting stuff. Now, this is what I want you to do. Give me, not the very next one that I posted I want the trailer, a teacher trailer. Give me that. It's the one underneath it. It's on 30-minute breakdown. Teacher trailer.
Hey, get your kids out of public school if you can. Get them.
Yeah, if you can.
Get them online at least. We need more teachers in Israel, y'all. For real.
So come on now, let's go. It's a trailer.
There's a soundbite I had on do-outs for them to upload.
Yeah, somebody talk.
It's supposed to go. It's supposed to do that SpongeBob SquarePants. It was 3 minutes later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually. Did y'all upload that? 'Cause this would be the time to play it.
10 years later.
The most important thing right now is for you to tell the truth.
A report's been filed. We know the whole story.
I wanted to feel free. I wanted to do what I wanted for the first time in my life.
He's your student. That's like a monumental abuse of power.
Everyone's freaking out about this. The police came to my house today.
What the hell's going on with you, Eric?
Has Miss Wilson ever been inappropriate with you?
I love you.
I love you.
Hey, of course a kid is gonna misinterpret that for love. That's an experience he's never had before, that he only knows that's supposed to really be dealt with, like he's seen that between his mother and his father. Like that's some predatory stuff, because you got the advantage. You have a vehicle, you have a job, you have money. All the other kids his age don't have. You know, so you can take him places and things like that. Man, that's sick. These people can't get people their own age, and
you catching them when they puberty and they hormones is raging.
Right.
They raging. They out of control. You know what I'm saying? And you giving them an outlet, man, destroying them forever.
Turn
they
that
ain't
boy
gonna never
whole
look
life
at
up.
yeah. They ain't gonna never look at it the right way. Nah. It's gonna take a severe change and them coming in the truth, which a minimal number of us is gonna experience that according biblically. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take a severe change to get that little boy back in shape, that little girl back in shape, man.
And it's emotions tied to that now.
Oh yeah.
He really feel like this is love.
Yeah,
like I'm
he
in
done.
love. So now it's like when she get locked up or whatever, he not gonna understand that.
Yep.
It's gonna cause trauma later on. He might go into drugs before he really a lot of them understand at an older age that they were abused. Matter of fact, Captain Jan and Captain Zephaniah did a class this Sabbath about that.
Yep.
And you play those people's experience. That stuff went to them all the way into their older years. Brothers
Right.
was crying about it. Sisters became prostitutes. That destroys the lives of children. So
you know what happens? They grow up not like you said. They don't understand what happened. They don't understand why that person got in trouble. So they grow up thinking the world hates them. The world is against them because they didn't let their love prosper or whatever like that. Destroying the youth, bro. Hey, look, real quick, while we waiting on that, can I get Deuteronomy 25?
bring it out.
I want to show y'all something real quick. Yes, sir. I want to show y'all something real quick. You think it's a new thing in the earth that they attack the youth? They attack the weak. They attack the ones that are in that would be in the back in the pack if you was running. You know what I'm saying? Give me Deuteronomy 25. I want 17 to 18. Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25 and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee.
Hey, Amalek is the issues. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but y'all who know.
Mafia.
Yeah, y'all know the Ashkenazis. That's who this is. Read.
Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when you would come forth out of Egypt.
When we would come forth out of Egypt, we was running for our lives. We were running for our lives, being chased by an army. We were running for our lives. Read.
How he met thee by the way.
He met us by the way. Supposed to be our brother. Supposed to be our kinfolk, right? He met us by the way. Read.
And smote the hindmost of thee.
He started killing off the back of you. He came up sneakily and attacked the rear parts of you, right? Who's in the back when you're running a long distance? You got the elderly and you got the kids. The women, the kids, the elderly. That's who's in the back. The men fight the forefront of the battle. You know what I'm saying? Leading the way, charging through. You know what I'm saying? The women and the kids and the elderly is at the back. Read.
Even all that were feeble behind thee.
How kids play into that as being feeble. You're inexperienced. You don't know life. You don't understand what's happening to you. The Bible says foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. It's bound in the heart of a child. And these predatory bastards, these teachers who nasty in their own way, is taking advantage of these kids being feeble. Read.
When thou wast faint and weary.
It says when thou was faint and weary. That's your parents. Your parents don't have, we in captivity out here. We working 24/7. We ain't got no choice but to put your kids in school, trusting a little bit in the fact that, okay, the people there are teachers. They're trying to educate them somewhat in the system that they're going to have to get into in the real world, right? And they out there taking advantage of them. They out here sleeping with them. Read.
And he feared not God.
Yeah, they don't care about judgment for that thing. These teachers don't care about judgment for that. They get caught and then go to jail, get right back out and try to find that same student as they done got older. They nasty, man.
Say, and now go back to that. I was trying to find something the whole hour. It's fine. Go back to that. So now, look, on this show, this is what happens on here. Now, it looks like she's crying, okay, whatever. What's going on here is she put little messages out there and little subliminals toward this young man. And he was 17. He was 17, and they had put these little subliminals out there to where she was trying to show him that she was attracted, right? And so she finally wound up getting him. And then when she did, they had went outside after prom to the back seat of the car. And she had said, if you don't want to do this, you ain't got to do it. And then they wound up going in the back seat. She said, I didn't make you, and so on and so forth. It was her lusts that had did that, burned within her, right? Interesting. Well, what's the timestamp on that? What's the timestamp? Where we at? Play it just a little bit more, and then I want the next clip that I had put up that you had to skip. Man. Go ahead.
What the hell's going on with you, Eric?
Has Miss Wilson ever been inappropriate with you?
I love you.
I love you.
They've issued a warrant for your arrest.
I can't eat. I can't sleep.
Look at that, man. He's suicidal.
With my life. I have to live with this forever. And so do you.
So when he had said that part, when he said, I have to live with this forever, and so are you, at the very end, so I'm glad he said that. I don't have to pull a clip now. When he said that, at the very end of the show, he said that because they had to meet when after like 10 plus years, he's older, and he had saw her. What he had to do was he had to confront her because she texted him to come back so they can talk and she can apologize about what she did. Bring it full picture. and he had to apologize. He had said, I have to live with this mistake that I did. And even though she turned herself in, she gets ridiculed for it. You have to live with it now too, because you had did this to me. I have a little brother, because he had a little brother. And he's 17 now. I've been so many years of my life was taken away because of this. He said he's 17 now. When I looked at him, he looks so effing young. He said, you came at me when I was his age. He said, I got to live with this problem. So do you. And then he bounced. And teachers today do that. Give me that other clip. And then we're going to get toward the Planet of the Apes or Planet of the Gods.
Yeah. Hey, while y'all pulling that clip, get real quick to back up what the officer was pulling earlier. Get Exodus 17 and 16.
And WGAI, thank you for tuning in also, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. Come to IUIC Raleigh. Subscribe.
Right.
So you can get the video footage of it. All right, let's make that quick.
Yeah, grab it real quick. Because this is a war with Amalek, bro. Like, Amalek is who we fighting against. They control the media, and the source of all this is them.
Hey, matter of fact, bring out that stat that you said about Nevada and some of the other states about legal age and all that other stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But go ahead, hit the script.
Pull that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 17 and verse 16. For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
That's still going on now. That's what who we think the armor of God, we putting it on to fight against. The people that control the media, the people that push these spirits out there that create these teachers that do those things. And the students that had that mindset. So you want me to read that statistic?
Yes, after this. Give me that video real quick. Give me that video. Real quick.
I thought the armor of God.
No, not that one. The other one. Not that one. I don't want to pull that one no more. That's my bad. Put the other one. Give me the other video.
I thought the armor of God was to stand against the wiles of the devil. You said Amalek.
They the devil. Just in case you didn't know.
Give me that other clip. Come on. It's a short. There we go. Now watch this. Look. Now I believe this is a skit because it looks like it's inside their room and it's not an actual high school and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But this happens. This is real. This actually happens to people. But watch this. Even the fact that you joke at it, a fool marks at sin, the scripture says.
Yeah.
Watch this. Go ahead.
Ain't not funny.
Good, Matt. You got the question right.
So every time you get the question right, look at what she does.
Ooh. All right. Matt gets a star. Okay, next
before.
question. Quentin, where is the heart located?
The heart is on the left side.
On the left. Very
Left
good.
chest.
All right, now pause. Every time she gets it right, she starts taking off an item of clothing. I ain't gonna do the whole thing. She don't go all the way there anyways. But I ain't gonna do the whole thing. Every time she get it right, she takes off an article of clothing. That's real stuff. In Nevada, you said, right?
Yeah.
Where's that?
So watch this.
Because on that show, the teacher, she had told her friend that she was sleeping with Eric, which was a teenager, and he just turned 18. And she tried to convince the other teacher that now has to report her, said, hey, he's an adult now. He's legal. She tried to convince the friend of that. But meanwhile, that's the student. What's the legal age of consent? I think it was 16.
Yeah.
And then it's in other states also.
Right.
But they have these bastards on the shows like with the whatever podcast. They was like, oh, well, he's 18, it's consent. Newsflash. That age of consent about being 18 is new on the earth. Right. That's a new thing on earth. I can tell y'all don't read. And then, how about this? If you can answer this, then it will make sense. Go to Toby real quick.
Bring it out. And I'm sending that image to 30-minute topics.
Go to Toby real quick, because I remember I heard this a while ago. I started listening to their podcast. They say a lot of stupid stuff on there. Hey. Toby chapter, what is that? 8? That they may grow aged.
8 and 7.
Give me that. Yeah. And then get number 3 for Planet of the Apes or Planet of the Gods. Get that ready.
The book of Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 7. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust.
I take not this my sister for lust. I take not this woman who I'm about to marry and bring to me, my relationship, my partner, for lust only. Go ahead.
But uprightly. Therefore, mercifully, ordained that we may become aged together.
That we may become aged together. They're getting older together.
Right.
The oldest gap, the biggest gap that you even read inside the scriptures, where there's right understanding, right, is 10 years.
Right.
That's about the biggest gap that you will see. And that was between Abraham and Sarah, and I think there was another one. I forget, but Abraham and Sarah was when it was 10 years. Outside of that, right? Yo, like, so the girl's 20, he's 30. All right. The 10 years was about that gap. 18 and then a 45-year-old? Like, oh, because they make this argument on the whatever podcast talking about, oh, well, instead of it being the ick, what argument do you have against it? That's scripture. Let them become aged together. Aged together. You pedophile-minded bastards, you.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
How about the issue is the fact that she's looking at you as a father figure, or he's looking at you as a mother figure. You have that influence over them.
Not even that. Not even a father figure, because you might not even know the nigga. Excuse me. You might not even know him. But then the reason why some of these older men go for these younger women, give me that other scripture, the old adulterer that doteth. Where that one?
Sirach 25.
Yeah, give me that. So it's like, that make the Lord sick, because I know they have another guy on there named Adam, or something. He's somewhat near apologetic or whatever. Andrew Wilson or something like that. Give me that scripture. The old adulterer that doteth. Give me that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
3 sorts of men my soul hateth.
This is what God said. 3 sorts of men my soul hateth. Go ahead.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
And I'm greatly offended at their life. God said he's offended at their life. Come on.
A poor man that is proud.
A poor man that try to be proud and thinking that he is all good. Bruh, you're poor. You have nothing to be proud of. You need to pick yourself up. Go ahead.
A rich man that is a liar.
Look at the comparisons. A rich man who needs to lie even though he got everything. What the hell are you lying for?
Right.
Go ahead.
And an old adulterer.
An old adulterer means somebody who acts outside of the laws of marriage. An old adulterer that what?
That doeth.
That likes to bounce on every single Tom, Dick, and Harry.
I'm sorry.
That old woman that likes to go from this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy, and same thing can go for a male that likes to go to this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman. An old adulterer that likes to bounce on every single person that they see. Being old, going for somebody that likes to not only in their same age range, going from everybody, but then go younger when you can't grow age together with them, you simpletons. That's why the Bible wasn't given to y'all. Because y'all don't understand that it's not supposed to be like some 45, 60-year-old trying to go out with an 18, 20-year-old. And it's not just the ick. It's because God said it's backwards, you bastards.
Right.
Let's say that.
That's praise today, too. And some of y'all don't think that's you, but we go on a lot of blitzes. And what do we see out there? All these young women out there, Orange Crush, Bike Week, and give you a whole bunch of old head brothers with their little stunner cars that they can afford because they're older and trying to pick up these young women. Yeah. Checking out these young women.
Hey, and you know what? Hey. I'm sorry. I'm going in for a second. Because for a long time it's been in my head and I just had to. So, and then here's what an apologetic would do. Hey, don't y'all say that you have to abide by the laws of the land? Okay, let's say we do. Who should we obey more, God or man?
Bring it out.
Give me Acts.
Acts 5. Let's go. Give
me Acts. And then give me I'm on the tail. We're probably going to have to do a part 3. I'm sorry. But let's go.
Hey, I want to make sure before you leave that old and young thing, I want them to play this video. So as soon as you get done, it's a quick video.
Yeah, give me Acts chapter 5.
Spirit moving.
Come on.
Verse 1.
No, Acts 5:29.
Yeah, help me out. Ish.
The book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 29.
Come on.
Then Peter and the old apostles, the other apostles, answered and said.
Old apostles.
Hey, that's that millennial Bible, right?
Yeah, and the other apostles, go ahead.
Dang.
We ought to obey God.
We ought to obey God's laws versus what?
Rather than men.
Than man's commandment.
Right.
We obey what God said. God don't like the old adulterer that doteth. God don't like when you are way older than the person that you're trying to marry. God don't like that.
Stop it.
You think you're stunning?
Yeah, you think you stunning. You are old brother trying to go for this real super young sister. Sit your old ass down somewhere.
Right, deceiving yourself.
Yeah, make you know what kind of confusion that causes? You got a daughter or you got a son and you dating somebody that's their age. Didn't Jada Pinkett date her son?
Yeah, her son. That was the entanglement.
And then on top of that, even that, you older sisters that try to go for younger men, no brother he want to do springboard action and jumping all over the room with his young wife.
Right.
That's of his age that he can grow old with.
Dusty dead body just laying back.
He don't want to pick up no old woman leg while he's trying to consummate with his wife, and then she talking about her arthritis. She don't want to go through that. Her back problems. Nobody want to hear that.
Right.
You simple bastards that's trying to teach the Bible, and y'all are not of the children of Israel. you Edomites, especially in the whatever podcast, them guys there, Brian and the other one, Andrew Wilson. Think it's insignificant if you want, but unless you can prove those scriptures wrong, you have no ground to stand on saying that these older people can go for super young ages of the age of 18.
Right.
You can't say that.
Right. Hey, I tell you, play this video real quick. This is what happens. You old bastards, you deceiving yourself. You thinking that you got something that's going on that these young sisters want. Real quick, play this clip real quick. This is what be happening. Watch this. Listen.
I left my wife of 23 years for a younger woman.
All right, watch that. Pause. He said he left his wife of 23 years for a younger woman. He thought the grass was greener. This young woman is interested in me. I'm an older man. Watch this.
I left my wife of 23 years for a younger woman who works at the car wash.
Jesus, he saw a fantasy and ran with it.
I noticed she had my number saved under wisdom on her phone.
That shows age difference already. I'm unattracted already.
I figured she called me wisdom because I teach her so much
he
about
deceived.
life.
He think that he done taught her some stuff.
My 18-year-old daughter sent me a TikTok video that my young girlfriend made. In the video, she said, I'm so poor, I'm fucking an old man who's shaped like a wisdom tooth.
That's what happened.
Violation there.
No! That's what happened.
What a plot twist.
He thinking he got something to offer the sister. She out here poor, banging this old dude because he tricking. She got him saved under wisdom because he's shaped like a wisdom tooth. He too old. That's how you be deceiving yourself with these young girls, man. They don't want you for you. They want you for your money. That's all they want. Nasty bastards.
And the point that I'm trying to drive home is God's law actually stipulates that you grow age together.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the biggest gap that you see. I don't find nowhere in the Bible where it goes beyond that 10-year range.
Right.
Even if you want to go toward David when they had a younger woman minister unto him, yes, she ministered to him, but you don't see where it says that was his wife.
He didn't lay with it. It says he didn't lay with her.
Yeah, it says they didn't lay. She ministered unto him, just how Christ ministered unto the church.
Right.
Just how the priest ministers unto the people in aid and help.
Hey,
simpletons.
Hey, I know we gotta get to it.
Yeah, no, we do gotta get
we'll leave
to
it alone. We'll leave it alone.
So, anyways, let's get to it now. Let's get to it. That was our, I think, 45 minute.
Yeah.
How long was that? I don't know how long that was. That was almost an hour.
That was about an hour.
Oh, okay, well, whatever.
Sir.
All right, so, anyways, the spirit was flowing.
2:30.
That was our rant. 2:30 minutes. All right, let's get to it. We're going back. So now, Planet of Apes or Planet of the Gods? So let's get to it. So we had to go through that because that also had, because there was shows on that. So we still was right on topic. So cool.
We had to lighten the mood. All right, let's lighten the mood up. All right, let's go to number 3. Just a little quick recap. This video was the last one we left off on. Yeah, man. Hey, it's your safe forsake not an old friend, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a wife for 23 years. You leaving her for a new friend. It's people crazy. There's nothing wrong with being aged either. You know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be a beautiful, honorable thing.
People
There's
are
something
just
wrong with being aged and stupid.
Yeah, until they pull it up, I suppose. Yeah, people are just willingly stupid.
Yep. There's something wrong with being aged and
No,
stupid.
that's not number 3.
You know, see, look, see.
That is not
I'm
number
gonna just
3.
keep talking. Hey, people are just willingly stupid. I find it interesting that they have Edomites that. And by Edomites, that's a so-called white man, by the way. I find it interesting that they try to find ways to use the Bible when the Bible from its creation never was even written for or created for you.
Right. I numbered them.
God
It's
don't.
number 3.
He don't care about you. And you know what? No offense. He don't care about you. He really don't. He didn't create you for him to care about you. He created you because you were fitted for destruction.
Right.
You were made. Your whole purpose on earth was to be made to be an example of how powerful God is.
Right.
So he's going to build you up to make sure that you have everything you possibly could need and want. Only so that way when you're about to go down, you're going to be absolutely amazed. That's why, matter of fact, since we're waiting, go to Isaiah chapter 14.
Yeah, I pinned it.
Go to Isaiah chapter 14 while we waiting. Because this, what I'm bringing up actually goes right into Planet of the Gods.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Isaiah chapter 14. I want to say where it says, is this the man? Where that? Yes. Where that thing at? Isaiah 14 is talking about the so-called white race. America.
Verse 16.
Primarily. America primarily.
Verse 16.
Bring it up.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
So they're going to narrowly look. They're going to look like, hold on. They will narrowly look upon thee. They that see after you got destroyed. Go ahead.
And consider thee. Saying, is this the man that...
Hold, slow down. And make sure you emphasize the right part. You know what I want too, right? It says, is this the man? This guy. This is him? Go ahead.
Is this the man that made earth to tremble?
That made the earth to... Didn't he drop bombs and make the earth shake through his technology?
Right.
That him? Go ahead.
That did shake kingdoms?
Because after he destroyed, they're going to be like, yo, this is the guy? Go ahead.
That made the world as a wilderness?
That made the world as a wilderness because he destroyed everything. So he made the world as a wilderness? What the hell? This man? Go real quick. I want Isaiah chapter 34. Y'all got the video? All right, come on. I'm waiting. All right, let's go from there. I'll hold my peace.
All right. Play on. That's not the timestamp. Did I have a timestamp on it? Yep. Start at 1 minute 26 seconds. Come on, brothers. Help me out, man. Help me out. We about to watch them walk along the beach. We ain't trying to do all that. All right, yeah, right there. That's great. Let's do that.
Oh my God. I'm back.
So, flashback recap. He just escaped from the dungeon, jail cell where our people, the quote unquote apes, had him in bondage, and he found out I never left America. Where I'm at is America.
You're blowing up.
They had World War III.
Damn you!
And the nukes went off, and the Edomite nations destroyed each other, and the apes took over and cleaned house, and now we're in rulership.
That's right.
That's where we left off last time. That's where we left off. So now, for that quick little recap, go watch the previous video to learn what else happened. Go to number 4 now. Let's get the timestamps on that. So number 4, we start at 9 seconds. Number 4, so during this journey while he's escaped, he runs into some surviving people, right? And they have a religion. He's going to bring it out. Yeah, play that. Like the Catholic Church. But they're hiding in the caves and the rocks because the apes are in charge now.
Heavens declare the glory of the bomb.
So they're hiding in the caves and the rocks because the apes are in charge.
Run it back real quick, 5 seconds. Yeah, right, play that. Watch what he says.
The heavens declare the glory of the bomb, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
His sound is gone out unto all the lands, and his light unto the end of the world.
So they praying to something.
He descendeth from the outermost part of heaven, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. There is neither speech nor language, yet his voice is heard among them.
They mixing the Bible up with it.
Praise him, my strength and my redeemer.
What's the Esau's God? What's their strength and redeemer? What does the white man worship? But unknowingly, it's also their destruction. The nuclear bomb. That's their God. So we can pause it there.
That's their power.
So they worship the nuke. That's their power. So they don't believe in God. They believe in their power through science, right? So let's get the next time step. I just wanted to get that real quick. That's what they reduced to the hiding in the caves and the rocks. And they think those weapons, they're gonna still have some weaponry. They think those weapons are gonna help them combat against the new rulers of the earth.
Right.
You see, y'all got anything on that before we
No. Go ahead. Okay. I'm purposely letting it build.
All right.
I got some. I'm gonna wait. Go ahead.
So let's get number 5. So now, if y'all remember from the last one, the two that were representing him in court, right? Cornelius and his wife, I can forget her name. They actually go out there after them, right? And they find his ship. And they head back. They go the same way he came into the future. They headed to the past, right? Go ahead. And they're hunted because those apes are smart. Read. Esau can't stand that. Play. So they're trying to kill them and their baby. She was pregnant. I want y'all to see something heavy. It's a heavy resemblance here. So they're looking for them because they're the apes that know things. Like these not regular apes like the ones we have here. So they're looking for. Some scripture should be coming to y'all minds if you spiritual. Y'all can skip ahead a little bit.
I want that baby.
So they tried to kill the baby. They shot the husband. The husband shot him. The husband shot him. Right. They were trying to kill her and the baby. They killed him. They killed Cornelius, right? Which is an Israelite name. It's funny they named him that. So he dies. The wife is already shot up. Watch what she does. Watch what she does with her last breath. Cause they coming to make sure they're dead. Yeah, I think her name was Sarah. Yeah, what's she doing? She puts the baby in the water.
Oh my
Y'all see that?
God.
Now skip to the end because she died. Skip a little further along. Let me see it. So go back a little bit. Go back just a little bit.
Hey,
yes sir.
That thing is that thing right there. She puts the baby in the water after being persecuted. It's similar to Moses.
That's it. Yep. You on point.
Thinking that too.
Significance.
And it's similar to also to Christ. It's a correlation there.
To kill the woman.
But before we get there, I want you to see what happens to the baby. Go ahead.
Drop the bell ring!
So
All right, all extra hands in the backyard to the quarter pole.
they think the baby died.
Come on, let's go! As soon as you get that canvas packed, I want every hand
Skip ahead a little bit. Skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, there it goes.
Then so were your mother and father.
They think the baby died, but guess what? He ended up being raised in Egypt, and this monkey can talk. All right, so we can pause that there. That's that clip. That's the end of that clip. Now, I don't know. Y'all got scriptures? So I'm about to pull some young.
Now, hey, that part, because I want to make the correlation for a second, because maybe you forgot. We're going as far back as this one in the timeline, right? All the way toward the newer one that just dropped not long ago. By the time the series is done, I'm almost certain that it's going to be coming on to your platforms like Apple TV and Amazon, where you can buy it. But we're going through that because there's history that's hidden inside of everything that they did from the very first one all the way up until, right? The newest one, they had, I don't think the name of him was Cornelius in that one. I think that's coming out on the next movie. But anyways, on the newest one, they had the Planet of the Apes set up, and they had one in particular. I forget his name. I forget the main monkey. Y'all seen it yet?
Which one?
The newest one.
Nah, I haven't seen the newest
Oh,
one.
y'all terrible. Y'all ain't doing it no service.
Working on it.
Y'all ain't doing no service. Hey, so anyways, they had a new guy, the new ape, and he was the main character, the one that's on the thumbnail, and his primary objective was to say, hey, he was looking at the other ape. He said, you did good, but the main mistake that you did, you trusted in the human. He said, you trusted in the human. We want to establish our kingdom forever.
Right.
But you cannot trust in the human. So the whole correlation behind what's going on in Planet of the Apes from back then all the way up until now is how apes came into rulership and then now put those who had us in captivity captive.
Right.
That's the whole purpose. And think about what they called the blacks, the Hispanics, the Native Indians. They said, you monkeys.
Right. We brought that out last class.
Yeah, you monkeys, you. So when they say Planet of the Apes, it's a fear about the blacks ruling the planet.
Right.
So right here, they was like, okay, well, let's get the survivor. Let's get one of the ones who probably could be a problem because this one talks. This one now is going to talk. So anyways, to the next video. Go ahead.
Right. So because when they went back in time, the apes are in subjection and they can't speak.
Right.
So go ahead and play that the next video. So now Caesar, right? Well, this is before he's got the name. He grows up and he knows that he has to mask that he can communicate because how he sees everyone else treated. Just like the slaves, right? Watch this.
I'm going to have to revive a charming tradition established in her lifetime by my dear wife and let you name yourself.
It's like the slaves, they pick a name for you. Say, I'm going to let you name yourself. And he just opens to a random page that says, pick a name. So he's acting like he can't read. And he picks Caesar.
Caesar. A king.
Pause right there. So he's like, he picked the name of a king? Like, we know Caesar was an Edomite, but he picked the king's name. Because he thinks, but he's playing like he doesn't know how to read, though. He has to do that because if he finds out he's a read, you know what's going to happen to him.
Right.
So this is very reminiscent. You let it play a little bit more, and then we'll go to the next one.
I'm going to have to...
Oh, that was it? Okay, yeah, run to the next one. So he picks the name Caesar. So he's got a mindset, not like the regular apes. He has a mindset. You're going to see it come out in this next video.
He know how to move in the room full of vultures.
Yeah, so, and here's the thing, because we actually are going to have to roll through a lot of these clips a little faster.
Right. We only have a few left.
Because if we're going to get to the other parts that we want to show you, because I think we're going to reserve one more part for this, and then we got to get to some other shows that we had ready for y'all that we told y'all we was going to hit. So we're going to roll through the rest of these. But I do want to say this in regards to it, right? The stuff that's in regards in the older Planet of the Apes, which is the one that we're showing you now, is it has the same thing in the newer ones, except on the newer ones, the words are a lot slicker and the imagery is cleaner. That's it. The words are slicker. So it's like, let me see. On Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the newest one that came out, right? Well, it ain't the newest one. It's how many years ago? Like 5?
Yeah.
About 5 or 6 years ago, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that one came out. And then on that one, it had showed Caesar, and he was always stuck in his room, and then he got experimented on, and because it's not the same like he was in the water, whatever the case was. He got experimented on, and then he started to get to talk.
Right.
He started to get to talk. That experimentation, that lab was America. The drugs that he wound up getting to be able to get the others to talk would have been scripture. And then now the revolution that he actually started was now when we start to rise up. That's Ezekiel 37.
Yep.
That was Ezekiel 37.
Yep.
So that's what he's getting into. So all of that stuff that played out during Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is the same thing in the old one, which is what we're showing y'all.
Right.
In the old one, that's when he's starting to rise up. He was like, I know what I'm gonna choose my name, so that way they can know me. I'm gonna choose Caesar.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna choose myself as Kaiser, Caesar. I'm gonna choose king.
Kaiser.
Go ahead.
Can we tie the scripture in real quick?
Go
Just
ahead.
to catch up with the scripture. Hey, get Exodus. We're going to read quick because I know we don't got a lot of time. Get Exodus chapter 1 and verse 15. So this is what was going on. Just to recap, right? Read that.
The book of Exodus chapter 1 and verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other was Puah. And he said, when ye do of fears of the midwife, of a midwife,
you do the office?
The office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools. It so be a son.
If it be a son, which is a potential to be a leader, go ahead.
Then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Why? Because they understood the prophecy that of what the Lord would do, what he told Abraham about how we would serve, and then eventually we would be set free, right?
Right.
So, now watch this. They didn't follow that order, but now, because they didn't, watch this, jump to 22.
Verse 22. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river,
to be eaten by alligators or drowned.
Right.
Read.
And every daughter ye shall save alive.
So that was what was to happen. But read chapter 2, verse 2.
Chapter 2 and verse 2. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
So this is very similar to what we saw. Go ahead.
And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes.
Hey, come on, man. Get it together now. Let's go.
Take your time. And daubed it.
And daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein. And she laid it in the flags by the river's bank.
So then she put him into the water, so I got to let him go, and hopefully he'll be okay. And the Lord guided that man to become a leader, as we know as Moses.
Right.
So similar history, I'm not going to get the script, but we read about that in Revelations chapter 12, about the dragon wanting to devour the child as soon as he be born, which is reminiscent of Herod
trying to kill
repeating
Christ.
this history. Right, exactly. So now, let's play this next clip. So we kind of caught up. He's growing up like Moses did in Egypt. Go ahead. And he's seeing the oppression of one of his brothers. Don't this look similar?
Once, all of you. I saw what you were doing. Now sedate the animal and get him out of here.
Who the hell's that? Take it easy. That's McDonald, the governor's #1 assistant. What's the matter with him? He love apes or something? Don't it figure?
See that look?
Lousy human bastards!
So he shouted out. He said, "Lousy human bastards," and then he tried to hide. We pause real quick. He tried to hide. He bit the paper to try so those people wouldn't know it was him that said it. They looking around. Who said that? Because if they found out he was talking, they put him to death. So someone else said, I think the guy that was with him that knew he could talk, he kind of covered for him a little bit. He was like, but he's starting to see the oppression of his brothers, like Moses did,
like Nat Turner did.
Right.
Nat Turner also had the same thing. A lot of those. Go ahead.
Right. Hey, get Exodus 2:11. Same book. Jump to verse 11.
Exodus 2:11. And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren, and looked on their burdens. And he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren.
See that? And he's seen it. It's the same thing. He was seeing oppression. Now, he didn't go forth and actually kill him at that time, but he plotted. Now, I need y'all to jump to number 9, and then we got one video after that. And I'm thinking that's it. Jump to number 9 for me.
Again, WGAI, subscribe so that we can get the full effect in person.
Right.
All right. In video form. I say in person. In video form. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, we got 2 more videos. That's it.
And you
see number 9.
And you see how AOG gives you that visual perspective behind that spiritual objective. You see how much of your history that they know,
right?
And they put in movies, and you don't even take the time to read it. You Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all better wake up. This Bible is your history book.
Because they definitely teaching their people.
Right.
hey, and you know what? This old movie, because a lot of our generation hasn't seen this.
Right.
A lot of our generation, y'all haven't seen this. But the newer ones y'all have. Here's to help you out now, because the next part that we do is going to be to cap it all off.
Right.
And we're gonna involve the other ones in there. But you have to get the old one, the unfiltered one, so that way when we do hit y'all with the newer ones, with the last final part of the Planet of the Apes or Planet of the Gods part, then it's gonna be like, oh, when they said this in the old movie,
right?
This is what they meant in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War of the Planet of the Apes,
right.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. They said it all in the old series.
Start to put it together.
It's gonna start to be put
He's
together.
a little more crafty now. They're trying to clean it up.
Yeah, so you got to catch these parts. But go ahead.
So Caesar so from then he starts to plot. Watch this.
Because I'm sorry. The reason why I got to be a little lengthy like this, right, is because there's Planet of the Apes is one of, because I had to look it up, it's one of the longest lasting series of movies ever.
Exactly.
So it's going to take a bit to dissect how we want to do it. It's going to take a bit. But the best way that we had to do it was to get the oldest unfiltered one. And then when we show you the main clips that they put in your face on the newer ones, it's going to tie together.
We rushing through this one.
Understand it's generations between this
it's
thing.
generations between this one.
Right.
So we haven't even hit the one that came out in 2001 yet.
Right.
Oh,
the
man.
one when the satellite, and I'm going to hit the video real quick.
Matt
So,
Damon, I think.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Or Mark Wahlberg, they look alike. All right, hey, play this. So now he's starting to plot. Like, look, all his other brothers, they primal. They hate each other. They fight. They bicker. They argue. But he teaches them a different way.
Same thing. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes when he went into the cage. Just remember that.
They never experienced this before. They never experienced sharing. They never experienced unity. They never experienced a care for one another. You see that? They never experienced that because Esau purposely had them fighting. They put one banana in a room with 4 apes.
Right.
That was purposeful. That was purposeful. They put one banana in a room with 4 apes. Now, you got someone else?
I'm finding it.
Hey, while he's looking for that, go to number 7 now. They will put one banana in there. So now, so they find out he can talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it myself. Sirach 34:23. When one buildeth and another pulleth down, what profit have they then but labor? So that part right there, you put everybody inside of the same thing, inside the same project per se, right? And then you, just like how they try to put us in the same harsh environment, and then we tear each other apart.
Right.
When they put us in that, our instinct is to pull down when somebody else is trying to succeed, because it feel like if they leave, they're going to forget about us, not look back on us. So if I keep you here, we can stay miserable together and I can have some level of peace. But if there's one of us that actually stay and build and then we work together, then it alters the plan, the project, the Skinner project. Go ahead.
You see that in the Trick Baby scene where they say, hey, no. The ones with education, the ones with a mindset, we need to separate them from them and bring them up here with us.
They will become one of us.
Right.
That's what he said.
And won't go back and help. Now watch this. So this is what he's teaching them. Read that. Zephaniah 2:1.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So he's teaching them, hey, there's more power in unity than us devouring one another. So he starts to train them secretly with the knowledge he has. He's the only one that can read. Right. He's the only one that can speak. So now, guess what? He's showing them a better way. Just like the prophet, he's basically a prophet.
Right.
So he's teaching them a better way.
He taught them the benefit, the mutual benefits of unity.
Exactly.
The mutual benefits of unity. That's power in itself. But the mutual benefits, man, of working together with your people instead of pulling your people down.
Right.
Nationhood.
A gorilla, an ape, any type of ape is naturally stronger than a regular person.
Right.
You see that? But their mindsets was off. That's why they couldn't.
What Bishop was going into last night? What process did it take?
You did the Planet of the Apes thing.
Yeah, what process did it take to turn you from lawyers and doctors and officers and all that stuff to a slave?
Laying
down your ground to a slave, bruh.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, as a matter of fact, that castle they showed, that's similar to the facility that they have them is like a breaking facility, like a prison. So watch this. So now they find out he can talk. The mayor keeps it secret, right? Play that next clip. Yeah. No, is that it? Play that. Let me see. No, that's not it. That's not the right one. Play. I believe it was 8. 7. Play 7. That's 7. Play the one where it says revolution is the only way. Revolution is the only way. 8.
They got it?
Yeah, play 8. I must have had it out of order. My apologies.
Toward the end of the show, I'm gonna have some time. I'm gonna let y'all know what we got coming up after Planet of the Apes. Watch. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, play that.
I thought you were a myth.
Well, I'm not. But I will tell you something that is. The belief that human beings are kind.
No, Caesar. There are some.
Oh, a handful perhaps, but not most of them. No, they won't learn to be kind until we force them to.
Woo! Hey, hold on. I don't know y'all heard that. Run it back.
They will be kind until we force them to.
He said, I thought you were a myth. He said, no, I'm not. He said, play back. That thing, ooh. Run it.
Kind.
No, Caesar. There are some.
Oh, a handful perhaps, but not most of them. No, they won't learn to be kind until we force them to. We can't do that until we are free.
How do you propose to gain this freedom?
By the only means left to us.
Right.
Revolution.
War. I'm upset at the perspective right there. You got the most broken and battered people on the face of this earth trying to vouch for the fact that humans are reasonable.
They did this purposely. It's like the third installment of the movie. They did this. They used him purposely. That was a ploy of Esau to try to, because you see that in the next clip. They used that purposely though to try to like dumb down Jake that was actually kind of catching on and getting upset about the movies and how they was going. Yeah. But that thing, he said the only way they gonna be like that is if we will force them to. You got some, officer?
Not yet.
Give me Revelation 2:25. Hey, the only way they gonna be like that is if we force them to. And the only way we get that is if we free. And the only way we get that freedom is revolution.
War.
But we ain't talking about picking up guns. Remember, this is spiritual war.
Actually, I do have something.
Bring it out.
Zechariah 9 and 12.
Bring it out.
Zechariah 9 and 12.
That thing heavy, man.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 9 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope.
You prisoners of hope. Go ahead.
Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee.
I will render double unto thee. They won't submit until we make them submit.
Right.
Revelation 18:6, real quick.
Bring it out.
Is it? Wait, they won't submit until we make them submit. Planet of the Apes. They wanted. It's funny how they wanted a black person to do that, right? But you know what? Let's go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
Give the same thing they did to you, do it to them. Go ahead.
And double unto her.
And double. Do the same thing. Let me for a second. So they used to have instruments and rip the breasts off of our sisters.
Right.
Oh man.
They used to have instruments to now cat o' nine tails open up our rib cages and then let the birds feed on our innards. They used to have instruments where they dragged us by horses and then split us in two.
Right.
They used to have things that they did to purposely place ish inside of our skulls and scoop our brains out with wooden spoons.
Wow.
They did it while we was alive. They opened up our skulls and then scoop our brains out with spoons, and then we slowly die because parts of our brains was taken out. Roll us down in barrels full of nails of steep hills. They used to do that to us. So, all of that they did, and that's some horrific stuff.
Right.
God said, read that again.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
Go ahead.
And double unto her.
And what?
And double.
And double. I don't understand what double of that is. But guess what?
How?
Y'all gonna get it.
Y'all gonna get it.
That double, you gonna get it. Whether I understand it or not, you gonna get it. Go ahead.
Hey.
Read.
You got something?
Read.
And double unto her, double according to her works.
Double. I said double according to her works. Go ahead.
And the cup which she had filled, filled to her double.
Yeah, and the cup which she had filled to her double. You got to read some more. I noticed that you're off a little bit. Yeah. Filled to her double. That's what he's talking. She gonna get that.
Hey, while we pulling
talking
these,
about here, America.
While officers going over this stuff, go to video 1 again and play 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Go to video 1 and play 2 minutes 24 seconds. You got more on the script?
Nah.
Hey, get Revelation. No, go back to Zechariah 4 and 6. How we gonna do it? Cause it's like, I'm a bad. I meant 4 and 6. My bad. I was thinking about using the same chapter. Hey, how we gonna do it though? 4 and 6.
Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, this is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying,
who is another savior,
not by might,
so not by the sword, not by the gun,
nor by power, but my spirit.
That's how we gonna conquer these nations.
Bring it
and
out.
With that spirit, Revelation 2:25. Play that video. Revelation 2:25. Let's go. Play video 1, 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Yeah, read that.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
So to understand the little bit of knowledge we got on keeping the commandments, we got to hold that fast till God comes back, till our God comes back. And what's going to happen when he does while we revolutionizing down here?
Right.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh.
Play the video.
And he
consists of highly
and
intelligent
my
beings.
word.
The premise builds on the
Take the
night.
volume off. Play the video. And he that overcometh.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. To him will I give power over the nations.
That's right.
Look at that. Yo, right. Yeah, look. What is that? Look. Power. You can stay right there. Power over the nations. And what? He said it. He said, and they won't be like that till we force them to read.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
That's what a rod of iron looks like. So right now the battle is spiritual. When Christ comes back, though, you gonna get put into subjection.
Right.
Y'all can take that down. Let's go ahead and get that last clip, number 11. And then the photos and the videos are gonna go with number 11.
You know what I just heard in my brain?
Huh?
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good day in that day, boy. I tell you what, we just gotta get there, y'all. We gotta keep the commandments. Hey, go ahead, play that. Number 9, I think. Oh no, number 11 was the last clip. And then that's gonna pretty much wrap it up. You're downloading it. All praises. I thought we had this from last time. Okay.
Yeah, we should have. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong with him. But hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Go to, matter of fact, hey, do y'all have it ready? I'll go on a tangent. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's get it. We buying y'all time. We love y'all. All right, hey, play this thing right here. This is the culmination of all the movies. He led the revolution. Play.
Wait, then you give a timestamp. Ain't no timestamp.
Oh,
okay, all right.
Ain't no timestamp. Christ is in power. Play.
Woo.
Look at that thing. They done took over. Notice it's all Edomites getting put in subjection. They had mercy on him because he had mercy on Caesar.
Right.
That was the oppressor that had him, not him, but the other dude is the oppressor that had him pick his name. Now look where he's at. So they would say they should take them captives whose captives they were, right? Okay. So he's seeing all the carnage. They going in. This is what they were scared of. And Esau wanted to paint this picture for a reason.
Right.
We gotta put these Negroes down because this is what's gonna happen to you. But wait till you hear the speech. And he overseeing all of it. Moses, Christ, our King. So you gonna break him with a rod of iron. All right, watch it. Here you go. Jake about to ask him a question. They waiting on orders. She's sensitive. She's a little soft. I probably should have had y'all skip it here. I ain't know it was taking. Here you go.
This is not how it was to be.
In your view or mine?
Violence prolongs hate. Hate prolongs violence. By what right are you spilling blood?
By the slave's right to punish his persecutors.
Caesar, I, a descendant of slaves, am asking you to show humanity.
But I was not born human.
I know.
Bring it up.
The child of the evolved apes.
Hey, hold on, pause.
Whose children shall rule.
Pause.
That went over y'all head.
He skipped right on over there.
That went over your head. He said, but I wasn't born human. Guess how? You know how we were born? Gods.
I got it. I got it.
Let's go.
I got it.
Get it.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
Yeah, what?
Ye are gods.
We were born as gods.
Right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
And all of you are children. And you know how we going to bring that torment on them? Let me turn it up for a second.
Let's go.
Go back to Zechariah chapter 9, verse 12 again.
Let's go.
Because now, you was done with that?
No, there's more on it.
There's more.
It's a speech.
It's a speech.
This is needed.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Read.
Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope.
Ye prisoners of hope. You gods that have fallen just like men. Go ahead.
Even today do I declare that I will render double.
I'll render double
unto thee.
How? Go ahead.
When I have bent Judah for me.
When I made bent Judah for me. Go ahead.
Filled my bow with Ephraim.
And I filled my bow with Ephraim. I made my people my weapon. Go ahead.
And raised up thy sons, O Zion.
I raised up my people unto gods. Go ahead.
Against thy sons, O Greece.
And I put the war and battle array. So I say, if you want to fight, you want this kingdom, then put your fist to fist, war for war, battle to battle, spear to spear. Go ahead.
And made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
And made you as the sword of a mighty man, a big spear, a big sword. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall be seen over them.
And then above us, the Lord is going to be seen right above us as he's ordering us to go and conquer this. Go, conquer Sinem or China. Conquer Spain. Conquer Africa. Conquer Europe. Conquer this planet. Conquer the galaxy. Go ahead.
And his arrow shall go forth as the lightning.
Hold that. Go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5.
Bring it out.
He said, this is how he said, I wasn't born a human. When we get those white clothes, when we get those white robes, we're going back into godhood. And so once we do, we're going to get power just as a God would.
Right.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Chapter 5, verse 17.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 17.
Start at 16. Watch this.
16. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom.
So we receive a glorious kingdom.
And a beautiful crown.
And a beautiful crown.
From the Lord's hand.
Read.
For with his right hand shall he cover them. And with his arm shall he protect them.
Go ahead.
He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor.
So take to him his jealousy for complete armor. So then our bodies are fully covered up. Watch this. Go ahead.
And make the creature
us
his weapon.
And make us his weapon. I bent Judah for me and filled the bow with Ephraim. Go ahead.
For the revenge of his enemies.
To go against the enemies. Go ahead.
He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate.
Put on righteousness as a breastplate.
And true judgment instead of an helmet.
What else going to happen? Come on.
He shall take holiness for an invincible shield.
And we ain't going to be able to get touched, oh Greece. Go ahead.
His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword.
Read.
And the world.
And us, the creature that he made his weapon. Go ahead.
Shall fight with him
against who?
Against the unwise.
Oh, Greece. Go ahead.
Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Amen.
So he said, he shall shoot at them, right? But he said the right aiming thunderbolt. When them thunderbolts come down on this planet, there is no missing. All of them going to shock and devour everybody that we going to get. Go ahead.
Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad.
Read.
And from the clouds.
And from the clouds, from the chariots that's going to be flying over us. Go ahead.
As from a well-drawn bow.
And thunderbolts coming out from everywhere. Go ahead.
Shall they fly to the mark.
They're going to fly to the mark. Read.
And hailstones full of wrath.
And hailstones full of wrath. Read.
Shall be cast as out of a stone boat. And the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them.
So not only are we going to have thunderbolts coming out of chariots and
elements,
but then we're going to also have tsunamis coming to drown those who are close to shore. And then the hailstones, let me give you a nugget.
Yes,
Go to
Lord.
Joshua chapter 10.
Yes, Lord.
Go to Joshua chapter 10 real quick. He said, have some humanity. He said, I wasn't born a human. Hey, watch this. Joshua chapter 10. I think I want verse 9.
You're going to learn today.
You definitely going to learn today.
Blazing. Let's go.
Joshua chapter 10, start at verse 9.
Joshua chapter 10 and verse 9. Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal all night.
Read.
And the Lord discomfited them before Israel.
Read.
And slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon.
Read.
And chased them among the way that goeth up to Beth Horon.
And chased them. Go ahead.
And smote them to Azekah and to Makeda.
Read.
And it came to pass.
And it came to pass. Listen good. Go ahead.
As they fled before Israel.
As they fled before Israel, the well-drawn bow, the creature, the world that's going to fight against the unwise. Go ahead.
And were in the going down to Beth Horon.
What happened?
That the Lord cast down great stones from heaven.
Pause. Question. What big stones come from the sky?
Missiles.
No.
Oh my God.
Not missiles?
Nah.
Stones.
You're reading right now. Stay focused on reading.
Nah.
All right.
Stones.
'Cause this is during the time of Joshua, so it ain't missiles.
Talking about
He said,
meteorites.
meteors.
Comets.
We're gonna bring down meteor showers upon our enemies. That's what he's talking about. We're gonna bring down meteor showers upon our enemies. We're not made as man.
Right.
We're supposed to be made as a God.
Right.
And then when it's time to render that evil back to them, oh, we're gonna get them. And we're gonna bring forth elements and destroy every single last one of them. That's what's gonna happen.
I'll make your teeth white.
He said, I wasn't born a man. I am a God.
Say,
That's what it is.
rules on the side of me. Hey, let's go back and just take it back like 2 or 3 seconds. Take it back like 2 or 3 seconds. Yeah, all praise, all praise. Run that.
Human.
I know. I'm asking you to show humanity.
But I was not born human.
I know. The child of the evolved apes.
Whose children shall rule the earth.
For better or for worse.
That pissed him off.
Do you think it could be worse?
Do you think this riot will win freedom for all your kind?
Watch this.
By tomorrow?
By tomorrow it will be too late. Why, a tiny, mindless insect like the Emperor Moth can communicate with another over a distance of 80 miles.
An Emperor ape might do slightly better?
Slightly. What you have seen here today, apes on the 5 continents will be imitating tomorrow.
With knives against guns, with kerosene cans against flamethrowers.
Cause we don't got it like
Where
this,
there
all
is
do.
fire, there is smoke. And in that smoke, from this day forward, my people will crouch and conspire and plot and plan for the inevitable day of man's downfall. The day when he finally and self-destructively turns his weapons against his own kind. The day of the writing in the sky, when your cities lie buried under radioactive rubble, when the sea is a dead sea and the land is a wasteland, out of which I will lead my people from their captivity, and we shall build our own cities in which there will be no place for humans except to serve our ends. And we shall found our own armies, our own religion, our own dynasty, and that day is upon you now!
Y'all see that thing right there,
Bruh.
Hey, I have nothing to say.
Hey,
That's
play
it.
on. Watch how they react. That was the cue.
Hey,
Run it back to where he said it's on their way now. That was so heavy. He just Bibled up. Read, play it.
It's like, this the man right here. You know, hold on, pause. To a degree, go back just a bit. I did see the white dude, but I don't care about him. I don't care about him. Go to the black guy. Play it just a little bit. Hurry up. Come on. And all right.
He's right after the Edomite.
Pause. I have a feeling that even though this is acted, that speech, to a degree, it touched him.
Yeah, he liked that thing.
Yeah, to a degree, he looked at it, he was like, yes. I believe it. Like that. Because there's times when stuff happen on movies that it ain't acting. That's real. I have move me. They don't need to see me. I have every bit of reason to believe that facial expression, after you heard that, he said after they were led into bondage and then they become free. He's like, yes.
It is. I like. I pointed it out. There was
Yeah.
a little. It's a little.
It's a
slight
little smirk,
smile
bro.
right there.
Little bit.
They pointed that thing out. It's a little smile right there going on.
No, somebody said the white dude did it. They didn't say the black guy.
Yeah, the white dude did smirk a little bit, but he's talking about look at him now.
Yeah,
He got that little. It's a little satisfaction right
He
there.
said that day is on you now.
Yeah.
That was the cue. Watch us play this.
Go ahead.
So you're looking at their oppressor, right? You already know what's about to go down. Is this the man
that make the earth to tremble?
How has he become weak? He already know what it is. He already know what time it is.
Time to die.
And that's what they're scared of. Big black guys. He already know ain't nothing I can do. I can't get up. I can't move. Don't say nothing. So that's it. You can pause that. Now, he said something in his speech, though. If you could just run, well, actually, I'll just run it back a little bit to where he said, they'll see this, and then they'll be mimicking that, and then I want those photos. That might be too far back. I said a little bit. Y'all went all the way.
Nah, just get to the photos.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just get to the photos.
So look, he said, let's play all those photos, just run through them, some of the videos. He said, apes all over the world, he said, with the smoke this fire, this time tomorrow, apes all over the world will be rebelling and doing what I'm doing. So now, go ahead, put them up. So now, Bishop Nathaniel, through the inspiration of Christ, right, founded IUIC and began to teach us. Not like all these other movements where there's one leader. Mm-hmm. Now men all over the world, just scroll through them while we're talking. I think I had a lot of them on there. All over the world are inspiring other people to stand up. Look at that. That's that inspiration.
Right.
And it's spreading over the internet. He was talking about that communication. Inspiring other people, there's another way that we can do this. That we are the people of God. We are the children of the Lord. We are the leaders. We are the saints.
Right.
We are not human.
Right.
There was a video too. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, play it through. Look at that. That's all over the world. That inspiration is spread.
Yep. Understand this. You're not looking at a fractured movement with one leader.
Right.
Those is leaders right there. That's a line of that's a caravan of leaders right there.
Hey, that's
a caravan of aspiring leaders right there. Understand that.
Hey, just put this in perspective. You see how many purple shirts that ain't even everybody.
Right.
Yeah, you see how many purple shirts that is? Just that number right there that you see on the screen. Each body represents a country.
Pull the clips up too. It's 3 of them.
Each one can start something in a separate country. Each one of them.
Exactly.
And everybody won't duck.
Yeah, to bring it into context.
That was short notice.
Yeah.
That's short notice.
Yeah, right. That was last minute. That's what they scared of.
Yeah, just play the little video clips I got.
Roll it.
Yeah, just don't need no volume. You can just run them while we talking. This is not something that need to be on it could be full screen.
Mm-hmm. To bring it into perspective, I'm not on the clips. To bring it into perspective, that's a whole caravan full of men with that same mindset that Caesar just had.
Right. Hey, matter of fact,
that same mindset.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, also was in it earlier while we're waiting. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1 and 2 to go into that. And that ties in with you mentioned Ezekiel 37:10 as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, play that while they pull those clips up. Let me read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
As such as has afflicted him. We standing in great boldness now. They like, oh, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
They used to be subject. Now they standing up. Now they saying no. That's what was the first thing Caesar said. Right. No. All right, go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
That's how they treated us, right? Slaves. Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with fear. And shall be amazed.
Wait, did it say fear or terrible fear?
Yeah, I would say ain't no regular fear now.
They shall be troubled with fear, with terrible fear.
With a terrible fear. Oh my God. It was 1,000 Negroes outside yesterday. And they wasn't twerking.
Right.
Like,
they won't stomping like cues.
Right.
Yeah.
They wasn't dancing. Right. Play. Oh, read on.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness
my Lord,
of his salvation. So far beyond.
No, not those clips, y'all. The actual, y'all got to stay in the spirit with me. The photos I showed, the footage of IUIC marching. Those footage, those clips. That's why I say they don't have to be in the little TV. We don't need no volume. Those clips. I literally am looking at them. All right, finish that script.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far beyond all that they look for. And
I pinned it. Go ahead.
And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves,
what?
This was he, whom we had sometimes in derision.
They gonna be like, these were the Negroes, the African Americans, the Chinese. Oh, no, the Chinese. The African Americans. Y'all throwing me off, Auntie. Look. the Indians, I gotta blame them for that. And the Hispanics that we had under subjection. What did it say? Read on.
And a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
We thought these men were going to be without honor. Play that while we read.
How is he numbered among the children of God?
How's it 144,000 gods on the earth now?
And his lot is among the saints.
That's it right there. So look, this is what they seeing. This is that revelation, that revolution that's been inspired by the Most High God and His Son, the Christ. And now it's unstoppable. Like Caesar said, it's too late. Right. It's already out. It's too late. You can. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Y'all. All right. Go ahead, Osh.
They messing it up. I don't know what the hell going on, but we'll fix that in post. Y'all be all right. Even what I'm saying right now, this can go up. I'm fine with it. So that part, y'all, IT, I don't know. Hey, Bishop, I understand what you're talking about now, because that thing is crazy. They'll mess up a flow like I don't know what. Anyways, yeah, they'll have us sometime. They had us in sometime in derision. I think is how he said it.
Right.
So yeah. Anyways, that being said, pull up the photos that I had put on there. It was about the different little things. So that, hey, listen, that was part 2 of Planet of Apes or Planet of Gods. The last portion of that, it comes up next. All right, I didn't say pull it up yet. I was gonna give you the cue. I wanted you to have it ready though. The next portion comes up next, but until then, now you can pull it up. Next, we're gonna do, because it was recommended, so we're gonna do it.
Right.
Silo. Woo. That right there is heavy.
Right.
Heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. That's coming up next. Be ready, because we're gonna get it in. All right? That's right. After the Planet of the Apes series, that's gonna be getting in. Next image. This is also coming up. This one gonna make you mad. The American Society of Magical Negroes. That one is going under the radar because I think it has the word Negroes in it, so it didn't go to theater. It went straight to purchase from a digital platform.
Right. Sound about right.
I watched it, and it's all about making the white man happy when you feel him uncomfortable.
What?
That movie right there is going. I'm gonna take my time with that one right there. This movie right here, that's coming up after Silo. It's not. Some of them not gonna be in order, but I'm gonna let y'all know what we got. We got some good ones up in here. Watch next. Knowing. That's coming up.
Yeah, man, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one we're going to take our time with. That might have 2 parts.
That one's heavy.
That one, that might be 2 parts. Y'all stay tuned for that. Share what you got. Armor of God going to break it down for ya.
Right.
Next. Boom. That's another good one that we're going to have. Devil's Advocate. That's going to be a banger.
Classic right there.
That's going to be a banger right there. We're going to have that one. Armor of God going to break it down for ya. Next.
It's to help y'all, Yeah, go ahead, y'all.
Ooh. Yeah, hey, and then this one, Dune. Part 1 and 2, also heavy, because hey, that one, there are people that don't understand the dynamics behind this movie in particular, but they have stuff inside of there that they're saying. Only thing that they're making a difference of, instead of it being the land and the people, they use it as a planet that also orchestrates spices. We're gonna bring it out. Is that the last one I had? Nope. Oh, that one.
Evil.
That's the last one that we're going to do. Yeah. That's a series. Evil. Now, I finished this a while ago when it was on Paramount. Now it's on Netflix and everybody all of a sudden want to talk about it. So I finished it when it was on Paramount, and I already know it. It makes a difference between the science and the spiritual. And they try to give an explanation towards everything, but everything don't have an explanation because there are things that actually are happening that are spiritual. And we're going to end up getting that in also as well. So bring it back to me. All of that stuff is coming up. Once we finish up with the Planet of Apes, the Planet of Gods, we're rich with content. We have a lot of stuff that we got to give y'all. If y'all want to assist with topics, if y'all will have something that y'all want us to go over, whether it be a documentary, a music video, I'll even accept this, even if it's a book, for example, that you want us to actually go through and then break down, we'll go through that. Because we deal with the media that they push out there and the things that it goes to entertain us, to get our minds binded towards their system and their ideologies, their thoughts. Right. So music, video games, we didn't even get to that one yet.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, video games, we didn't even get to that yet. Applications that's on that. Stuff like that. So, we didn't even get to all of that stuff because a lot of stuff that's been dropping this summer so far has been the movies.
Right.
But they have other things that's dropping. Like they had Grand Theft Auto 6 that's supposed to be coming.
Yep.
We're going to wind up talking about the damages that they can put behind that and how that in meta is going to pair. So be careful out there. And all of the stuff that you have your children subjected to, if you have ideas that you want to reach out to us, you can reach us at armorofgodradio@gmail.com, armorofgodradio@gmail.com. You can also donate at IUIC.Raleigh.NC at IsraelUnite.org. Again, IUIC.Raleigh.NC at IsraelUnite.org. By me saying this, I'm sure it's going to be edited with a thumbnail up and whatnot so you can actually see it. Right? Also, as far as it goes for, let me think if there's anything else I'm missing. The donations, when you do send them, it can go towards a better setup to make the show just a bit more fuller.
We'll get some more IT members. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm messing with y'all, man. Y'all know I'm from back there. I'm just messing with y'all. But
So,
in the spirit.
Appreciate y'all for actually tuning in for this other episode. We have part 3 coming up next. And once we finish that, we have some more good stuff for y'all along with other clips. Again, I'm Officer Abraham to my right.
Officer Ibnaya.
To the left.
Officer Palai.
And far left.
Brother Joshua.
And this has been the
Armor of God, Armor of God radio show.
Go ahead, cue up the music. Play it up.
12 tribes! 12 tribes!